Good morning, YouTube fam, and to all the Karens and all the trolls, which I know they won't come on here. They like to do it a different way. So I got some shit to say. I got some shit to say. Let's see who I'll pop some. Good morning, Melroy. I think it Mellory. Mellory? That's Mel, but Mellory? I can't read, write, spell. Where's my little man? Oh, he's wide open. He's inside. He just now went inside. I was getting on here because I've been getting nasty like emails and comments. Yeah, that's what I thought. Um, I've been getting like lots of emails, lots of messages and comments off of YouTube and off of TikTok and off of Instagram. Um, what's wrong with the way I raise my child? She's good. She's good. I want to know, like, for real, what does anybody have, even if you've been following me for the longest time, what do you disagree about of the way that I have been raising my son? From the very get-go, I would just like to know what I have been doing wrong to get such negativity on the way I raise my child. Single father, mother's not in his life. It's just me, him, my mom, my brother. We live on a farm. I do side work. I used to until I got hurt. But that's how I had to make a living. Staying up 16, 18 hours a day, working at FedEx in the morning, getting up at, I get home at 8. He's just waking up, and I'm up throughout the whole entire day until he started school. And so therefore, we would go do side jobs, or we would go work for a friend of mine for about 4 or 5 hours, so I could make a little extra money, so I could put food on the table for him. You know, I think you're doing a damn fine job, brother. Thank you, Thomas. A lot of people out there don't think I am. A lot of people, and I don't let the comments get to me. It's just like they don't get where I'm coming from, or they live in a shell. You're doing good. Those people have never grew up on country farm. And I think about that too, and I take that in perspective. The concrete people, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't judge. Well, I kind of judge, but like the kids these days have no respect for others. Very disrespectful to their parents. I've seen the kids overrunning the parents, and the parents are basically doing whatever the kid says. That's not how we roll. It's just not. It's not the way I was raised, and it's not the way I'm going to raise my child. So the bullying part to taking up for himself, like, I think I've done a damn good job, and I'm going to pat myself on the back because I'm the one that's had to go like from the bottom of the hole and grab what rock I got and come up there with it, because that's all I have. And I'm not all the way out of the hole, but I can also speak that I have a lot of love and a lot of care and a lot of dedication to my son. And it just irritates the shit out of me that people can't either take a joke or watch my son say climb a ladder and want to do what his daddy was doing that I just taught him. There's nothing wrong with that. And people just freak out about it. They want to, like, oh my God, I've had to take down so many videos because of it. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's bothering me because people are living in such a different world now. You can't be yourself. I can't post, like, the videos I would love to post. I can't do it because I either have to take them down or you just get so much hate off of it, it's just ridiculous. Even on Willie, like, I had an email the other day, yesterday actually, I had an email yesterday that said I am a horrible father and I don't even know how to take care of a dog. And I'm like, I was playing with my dog. He has a treat in his mouth, and if you go to like take it from him, he's going to play or attack. And when he bit me, he didn't bite me. He just played bite me. And people just take that in such the wrongest way ever. Let's see, Steven. Hey, Jason. don't bother trying to figure out people and think everyone has a problem with something. You're right. You bring attention because you have a YouTube channel and they feel they have the right to judge. And they do. And I get that because I put my personal life out there. And I've put it out there for the longest time. Even before Kenyon was with me full time, I was putting my life out there. And even to my grandmother, I've been true and factual this whole entire time. I've been real the whole entire time. I I don't know what else to do, and then wanting to share the transition of being a father in my day-to-day life. Yes, I do want to inspire people. I do want fathers out there to know that you can get your kids, you can straighten your life up. It's never too late. The only time it's late is when you're gone. And being an addict to where I am today, like, you can change your life like that if you want to. And if you have children out there and you're out there doing dope and running around and not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you have blood out there that you're supposed to be taking care of or seeing or being a part of, and you have no part of it, then I have nothing for you at all. But you change your life around, you do what you're supposed to do, and don't talk and show action, I'm with you. I'll work with you. I'm not I'm just not a bad person when it comes to addiction because I know how it is, but I know you can stop as well. So I just don't get how you can have a child and not have anything to do with it. And that works on both sides, guy or girl. And I grew up in a body shop my entire life. Folks these days would have them take the CPS for real. I was a lookout in an Ohio McDonald's parking lot as my uncle rolled the miles back on used cars. Wow, buddy, I hate to say it, I've had a knock on my door, and it due to just jealous, inconsiderate people that don't understand you was 10. Yeah, like, I'm not bashing. I'm just trying to set it clear of I would never put my child in danger. I would never, ever in this world put that kid in danger. Ever. All I do is teach him. So like all the videos that y'all have seen on a roof or him working or on a ladder, guys, he's used to that. It's no different than going to a playground and climbing a 30-foot tall thing that they have, and I've showed it. There's no difference. That's more dangerous than climbing a ladder. I don't care what anybody says. That thing scares me to death, and I don't really trip out that much with him because he's really good at what he does. I have a lot of trust in that boy. And he listens to me. He doesn't get nervous. He really listens to me because he understands of getting hurt. And like I said, the deal at the playground, I think it's on one of my YouTube or something like that. I can't remember, but it's on there somewhere. There's a thing, it's like 30 foot. He climbs to the top and just sits there and chills. It's like a bunch of ropes and cables and this and that. That's so much more dangerous than going up a ladder. I don't care what anybody says. And then when you get hate off of that, it just drives me up the wall.
Here.
Okay, hang on. Are you done?
That's good. That's good. Try it.
Okay, well, I'll save it for you. So
Can you try some this try?
No, I don't want one right now. I will later. Here, put it right here, and I'll try it later. Yeah, I'll try it later. There you go. You don't think this boy loves me? If I was such a bad parent, this boy would not be doing anything. I can't go nowhere without him. I can't, even when I wake up to go to work, he wakes up. He doesn't want me to go to work. This boy is all over me. And it's a good thing. Canyon,
What?
do you love Daddy? How much?
This much.
That much?
This big much.
That much?
Yes. Or this much.
Aw. Well, Daddy loves you much.
This much.
Daddy loves you super
This
duper.
much.
Daddy loves you super duper more.
This much.
Do you have fun with Daddy?
Yeah.
Does Daddy ever hurt you? I do. When does Daddy hurt you?
I don't know.
Does Daddy do something when you do something bad? Yeah. Do you learn from it? See? Thank you. Can I have kisses?
No.
No kisses?
No. No kisses.
Okay, no kisses. Oh, what an awesome morning. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody,
Daddy hold you.
you're here.
Daddy
Oh,
hold you.
thank you, Stephen. I hope so. I hope so. I was in the mountains last weekend. I stayed in
Daddy.
a cabin while my family went to the UT game. Oh, that was such a good game, too. I would have liked to have met y'all. And that's
Daddy.
let's see, I can't read. Body Man Flan. Quit now.
I'll make you cough like this.
Okay, stop for a second.
No,
Stop.
make you
Okay,
cough one
okay.
time, okay?
I'll answer your question.
Make you cough one
Okay,
time.
go. Hurry. Okay, I can't breathe. Okay, I can't breathe. That's good. That's good. Okay.
I'll do it again.
No.
One more time, okay?
No. Okay, one more. Go. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. Okay, no more. No more.
That
Alright.
didn't make me
Are
cough.
you done with the computer?
No.
I'm getting on it.
No!
I'm getting on it.
I'm on your back.
I'm getting on it.
I'm on your back.
I know you are. Hop off so I can do my thing.
I don't want
Here.
to. No, I'm not done.
Okay, well, I'm about to get on it. I'm about to get on the computer. Boy, he will not let me on that computer. It's so funny. But to Bobby, best thing to do is go to my my Facebook. I don't know if you are or not, but send me a friend request and Messenger. Talk back and forth. I do not give my number out, but it's the best way to communicate with me. Or you can email me. I think it's on one of my videos. I think it was yesterday. I think I even threw my email on there. It's easy. It's jasonwaynestone1@gmail.com. I was recovering from hernia surgery and did not want to walk at the game. Oh, I bet. For sure. Steven, oh man, he's gotten to the point now to where he's a trip. He's into that testing me real bad right now. I stopped popping his tail a while back and started doing timeout. And timeout really wasn't working that good. So I've had to go back to busting his little butt. And it seems to work a lot better than the timeout. So, and I'm starting to take away his bicycle, the computer, his favorite little toys, his iPad, stuff like that. I'm starting to take away from him when he does bad. And that's it. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. A lot of them. I've even had a knock on my door from it. And when she sat down, she's like, what about this slapping contest? It's where he slaps me, I slap him. Not hard. And she just, like, literally laughed. And then she was like, well, what about him working on a roof? I showed the video, and he's actually putting screws down in a roof, helping me. We pulled up 250 old screws. We were putting 250 new back. And it was a side job. and it was flat, just like this little roof we got right here, and barely a pitch to it. She was like, "This is it," and then she asked me, "What about hitting him with a hammer?" I didn't even have no proof. I was like, "Kenyon, do I hit you with a hammer?" And the boy said, "No." I said, "Are you scared of me or to live here?" And he said, "Uh-uh." So I've had that shit happen, and it's ridiculous. And she said, "Well, I'm going to go outside and make a phone call to my boss, and I'll be right back." It was an open case. Comes back about 15 minutes later, comes in, and she said, "Well, we've decided to close it, and I am very sorry that this has even happened." And you can't, I know who it was, but you cannot, it was like 6 or 7 years ago, they passed a law to where you cannot charge the other person for doing that. Like a false police report is basically what I'm trying to say. You used to be able to do that, and now you can't do that because of an incident of a boy back in Michigan. It's about a boy in a box. I really don't want to get into it. It's very disturbing. But I did watch the video, the documentary on it, and it was a bunch of CPS workers and bosses checking in and saying they're doing their job, they're not doing their job, and da-da-da-da, and this and that and the third. So every call they get, they take serious, and then they show up. So, like, it's just ridiculous that I can even do it. I can call somebody and be like, "Hey, da-da-da," and they're there. So it's that easy. And so that's kind of why I've been quiet, because I've had so much harassment over it. And it's all just jealousy. Every single bit of it's jealousy. And I know where a lot of it comes from, but, like, let us live our life. Let us share it with you. Let us please share our life with you guys. That's what I've based it on. I mean, I was a piece of shit a long time ago. Like, I'll never ever be able to detach myself from all the bad things that I've done. But I have turned into a man, and I will continue raising my son until the day I die. And I will stand with him, right, wrong, or sideways. I'll be there for him. No matter what, I'll be there. So these people out here are just nuts. It's just ridiculous. It really is just ridiculous. Thank y'all 8 for hopping on. Kind of venting a little bit this morning because of all the negativity. And I just want to address it. And, yeah, and I want people to hear it because I'm an awesome father. My dad passed away when I was 8 months old. And I'd be damned if I will ever, ever do that or be like that with my child. I want to be there every second I possibly can, every moment I possibly can. There's not too many dads in this world that step up to the plate and do what I do. There are, and I commend you guys. Guys, please start stepping up, because it's so hard for the guy to get the full custody or get any kind of right, period, when the girl is basically the bad one, and it's just a battle. And the guy's voice is not as strong as a woman's voice in court when it comes to kids. And they need to absolutely change that, and they need to look at it like both sides. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have a big problem with too, because there's a bunch of awesome guys out there that are paying a shit ton of child support and don't even hardly get to see their son or daughter or children because of the other one being so rude, mean, and picking apart his life and taking him to court and doing everything while the man is actually trying. And it's just nonsense. It's a bunch of money, a bunch of wasted money, and all the girl wants to do is just sit on her ass and not do a damn thing about it except for collect government and live a drama life. It's my opinion on it. So I hope this reaches out to those type of people. I just disagree with it. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. And I will always feel like that. I guess it's because of the situation I've been put in. God puts you in positions in life no more than what you can handle. And I think that this is a big testament and a big testimony of my life. And not giving up. You know, I've been in the dumps, no dollar to my name, can't go get no milk, can't do, and then having to like ask, you know, for $5 just so you can get some milk. I've been there. I've been there. Going down the road, your son wants McDonald's and you can't even afford it. You don't have it. What do you do? I've been there. I've been there. Been through it all. And it's not cool, man, but it's made me who I am today. It's made me want to drive and get up and do the best that I can do as a father, and that's what I'm doing. And it's very hard. Even with the apartment, it's going, but I'm having to do it by myself. But I'm like thriving so hard because it's fixing to be mine and his, and it's like a new start, a new life, a new journey. His little friends are going to be coming over to spend the night. That's the type of life I'm fixing to live, and that's the type of life I want to share. So, I mean, I just want to share it all with y'all and not have to take my videos down. I don't. I'm tired of taking them down. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of just people thinking I'm a bad person. And I'm not. I give my shirt off my back to you if I can. I'd do anything in the world for any of you guys if I could, if I was in that position. But I'm not. It's just sad. I feel you, bro. I will never treat my kids the way my dad has always treated me. Facts. My hat's off to you. You're always supposed to give and give your child a better life than you had. And my mama has treated me amazing. Even though I was doing bad things and going to jail and a drug addict and this and that, she never turned her back. She was praying in her room, God, I've done everything I can do. I don't know what else to do. I'm giving him to you. In the other room, I'm praying, God, take me. I'm over it. I don't want to live no more. And, I've been there. I have been there. And I should not be here because of the stuff I've done. Everyone thinks they're the best parents, and when you raise your kids, it's differs from how they do it. They think you're wrong and feel the need to get a higher power involved. You're exactly right. That's exactly right. My kid eats everything. Everything. And there's nothing wrong with being like a vegetarian or like being really healthy, but some people take it to the extent so far of the way that they make their children eat. It's ridiculous. It's sad. You have to let these little guys experience different foods, experience getting hurt, experience going outside and getting muddy, going outside and playing in the woods, climbing a tree, falling out of a tree. You have to let these kids do these things so they will learn what's right, what's wrong, what hurts, what don't hurt. And man, a lot of parents keep their kids in bubbles. And him being almost 4 years old, he's already taken up for himself at school. I've told him the right way to do it. He's had 2 bullies so far that he's taken care of. I've had to go down to school. No, we didn't get in trouble, but the other person did. My kid just finished it. That's it. But now if he starts something or he picks on somebody, we got a problem. And he knows that. And he knows not to do that. Because he knows if I come to that school, he knows it's not going to be good. But he knows if he does it the right way, Dad's fine. Dad ain't going to be mad. Dad'll be proud. And I just think there needs to be more of that. A lot more of that. I sit in traffic, at his school, and I watch these parents, I'm not downing or dragging, but you can tell a lot from the parent and the child within just a few seconds. You can figure it out quick. And a lot of these kids that are being dropped off at school, they run the parents. They really do. It's the saddest thing. It's very sad. I've been there twice. over bullying. But like I said, you can tell, even at the playgrounds, even out in real life, Walmart, grocery store, you can just see a lot. We go into a store, now Kenyon thinks he can go to a store and buy anything he wants. So I'm trying to break him of going in. So the other day, excuse me, he was wanting something. And we done bought something like at another store. And I was just going in and get a can of chewing tobacco. Well, anyway, this lady was like, "You're going to buy chewing tobacco and not buy your kid," I think it was like a pack of gum or something. A pack of gum, and I said, "No, I'm not." I said, because every time we go to a store, he thinks he's allowed to get something when you can't do that, because that tells them every time you go into a store, they're going to want to buy something, and then it's going to be just a damn mess trying to get him out of that store, and then causing a ruckus and this and that. So I had to explain that to that lady, but she was out of town. I looked at her license plate. She was from Ohio. And that said it all right there for me. I was like, okay, I know what type of person you are. And it's just sad. It just really is. It's very sad. Very sad. But I think Kenyon is going to be an awesome little young man. I think that he is going to be really smart, which he already is. They brag on him all the time at school. He does good. He's polite. He's nice. He does his work. He does things in there that a lot of kids can't. He's just developed really well very fast. And I think it's because of being around me 24/7 and the things that we do. And I got a lot of trust in that boy. A lot. I trust him a little bit too much, to be honest with you. But, like driving a tractor or getting in the truck and going out here in the field and driving, he'll stand up and drive through the field, and he drives it just perfect. I'm just so amazed how he drives. He pulls the tractor into the garage up here, and it's very tight to do that. And I let him do that the other day, and he actually did it by himself. On my lap, of course, me controlling the gas and the brake, but he still steered it in there. And that's huge for him. And I could go on and go on. And I shouldn't have to justify what kind of person I am or what kind of father I am. There's no rule book to raising a child at all. But there is a difference between right, wrong, and how to raise a child. And the child is not supposed to be raising the parents. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Felt so good to get that out. So to all the Karens and all the trolls out there, please, don't worry about me. Worry about yourself. And the ones that do comment, you guys are the ones that are jealous and wishing that you could be like that. And I'm sorry that you have to live a life like that, and it's so sad, and you're so depressed, and you don't know what to do with your life. I'm very sorry. But you can fix it. You can pick yourself up, put your shoes on, and go do something about it. It's very simple, very easy, and don't ever give up. I'm not mad at y'all. Y'all just don't understand. Talk about driving. I had my first car when I was 12. 66 Mustang that I could drive anywhere. Back roads, that's killer. I remember them old days like that. My mom had a little Mazda Miata, a little 5-speed. That's what I learned how to drive, was a little Mazda Miata 5-speed. And back roads, and it wasn't my car, but I was driving at that age. But on back roads, and just miss those days. I even took a risk one time, went down through Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, and I was nowhere near 16 years old, or 17. I think it was 16 at the time, to get like a learner's where they ride with you and you can drive. But man, I was taking off when I was young, so I get it, and it was fun. But I didn't have no 66 Mustang though. That'd been sweet. Had a lot of people learn how to drive on a family farm long before they were able to get. That's exactly how you do it. Crystal, good morning. That's exactly how you do it. You have to enter every day, almost every day after school, when we pull in the driveway. He says, "Daddy, let me drive." He gets out of his car seat, he jumps on my lap, he drives us up the driveway, and he parks the truck. Like, that gives him an idea and a feel of what it's like to drive. So when he gets older, it's not going to be weird to him. It's going to be like, okay, now I've got the pedal and the brake. You know what I mean? Like, and I will continue doing that till he starts driving. And we'll be here pretty quick. Yeah, I think everybody on here, even my mother, she learned how to drive a tractor. And then her dad made her, she was in the horses. Long story short, they went to leave one day to go to a horse show. He said, jump in the truck, you're driving. If you don't get us there, back us up, this and that and the third, we ain't going. So mom basically had to get in that truck, drive at, I think it was like on the column back then. I'd have to have her explain it, but it was on the column, and she drove it there, and that's how she learned how to drive. And she made many errors, but she continued driving after that. So people learn so many different ways, but a lot of people have learned on a farm or a parking lot, however you want to put it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I posted a video of Kenyon driving out here in the field on TikTok, him in my lap, me showing it, like safety wise. We're in a field, and they made me take it down. It said dangerous activity. What? Even the person that did that learned how to drive somewhere like that. So, you know, it's just hard for me to post stuff anymore. Very young, yeah. That's how mom learned, was on a Massey Ferguson. That's how she learned how to drive, was on an old tractor. When we went to my grandma's funeral, we stopped by her old place and checked it out, where mom was raised at, and it just threw back so many memories. Yeah, on the column. You know, I never got the opportunity to drive one. I think I have, but it like wasn't, I think it was just like down the road and back. But I've never like really remember a time where I drove one consistently. We've never had one before. But I think I have drove one though. And it's very weird, very hard actually, to people that's never 3-speed. How they say it? 3-speed on the column or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 3-speed on the 3-speed on the floor, or 3-speed on the board. I can't remember how it works, but that's how people learn. Just like hammering a nail. Somebody just a little bit ago said, give that boy a real nail, not a screw. It's a nail, not a screw. Like, you just get these stupid comments. Just anybody wants to pick out anything wrong. You can have 1,000 words that are correct. You can have one, there it is, 3 on the tree. That's it, 3 on the tree. You're exactly right. I have a Rambler that had a 3 on the tree. Yep, that's it. I'd love to have one. I'd just love to have one just to drive. You know, that was right before my time. I learned on a stick. There was no automatics. There was, but mom always had a manual. The good old days, yeah. And that's the way I try to keep it with Canyon. I try to keep it with the old school, good old day learning, the way I was taught. You know, BB guns are coming up, the 22s are coming up, the 410s are coming up, shooting and stuff. You know, all that's fixing to come up. And he's going to learn, you know, the safety of guns, which he already knows a little bit about it, because of Nicholas being a cop. Nicholas has taught him really well about guns. Every gun in this house has, it's in the safe, and it also trigger locked. I think there's probably 2 that are out for safety reasons, but are hid very well, so the child will not be nowhere around it. The biggest issue that I have right now around the world, period, is a few weeks ago, a 2-year-old overdosed just because he touched his parents' dope. Yeah. Let that soak in. See, Bobby says that Stephen Franklin, my great granddad, had 2 ramblers. He loved them. Very sad. But here's the catch. Yesterday, day before, I asked about that baby, and that baby survived. And guess who? Guess who helped do that? My brother. That's his first baby incident. He Narcaned that kid, and Narcaned that kid. And when that kid left, he went. It was basically gone. And when he woke up that next day, he was a totally different dude. My brother was not the same. Even though he now knows that that baby survived, which they're going after them for manslaughter and much more, and which is justifiable. Needs to be more than that, I think. But my brother has changed so much just within that incident that he went through. From all the bad things that he's seen, that's the worst one so far. Even though it was a bad situation that turned into an awesome situation, and thank God, you can tell the difference the way he talks to Canyon, handles Canyon, messes with Canyon. Just these parents out here that are on this stuff don't understand that all it takes is this kid just to touch it. Don't even take it, touch it. And now they got him looking like Skittles, pills up there with all that fentanyl in it, and they take it, oh God, they're gone. There's no question, they're gone. It's so sad. Yeah. And we just found that out yesterday, or day before yesterday, that little baby survived. How can it not change a person? Well, yeah, it's, I don't know. It's a very,
Jason,
very sad deal. What?
let's go get that list of lumber that you need.
Right now?
Well, yeah, today'd be a good day to go get it. Go get a few things.
Well, Mom talking about I got a list of stuff to go get for our apartment up there, and thinking about taking off and going and getting it. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Flip the script real quick. I'm fixing to start putting my walls together and stuff like that. And oh man, I hate your brother. I have to live. Yeah, exactly. The fentanyl is one of all game. Exactly. It's not the same. If it don't come out of a drugstore, I don't even mess with it. No.
Get you tennis shoes.
There's no way. There's no way in this world. So, anyway, we're gonna get off here and go to Lowe's and do some shopping, get us some wood, and maybe we can do a live here in a little bit. And
Shoes on. You're making your socks wet.
go put your shoes on.
His socks
He
are
won't
wet.
listen to me at all. We put our little Halloween decorations up. We got a few more too to put up as well. But anyways, to flip everything up real quick. I wish I could go on more, but Mom wants to take off and go get some lumber, which is awesome. So we're gonna do that. And like I said, guys, you know, I'm not gonna quit doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and I am not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep fighting every day, and I'm gonna show y'all my life every day and Canyon's life every day. And no matter if I get the hate or want to take it down, I'm not taking down any more videos. I'm done. I'm tired of having a muffle on my mouth, and it's time to really get the truth out, and it's time to let me tell y'all what's been going on. And there's just a lot more that needs to be said, and you guys will be caught up soon. So let's get off here and let's go buy some lumber. I love y'all to death, and we'll probably go live here in a little bit when we get our wood and stuff. So we'll finish off where we're at. So Have a good day, weekend. You
Daddy.
too, Bobby. But like I said, we'll be live again. And we got some wood to go get. Can't wait. Love y'all to death. And I want y'all to be a part of it because I want ideals. Love y'all to death. Y'all have an amazing day. God bless you guys.
Daddy, we will not lose.